Greetings, we are going to present you the presentation of phonology. The members are Bella Octavia Destani, Nelly Kotrinda Fajria, and Gundia Nisrina Fajri. In phonology, there is production of sound and speech. It depends highly on the flow of or air and pressure. This requires muscles in the larynx to create vocal tract. The pharynx, as we can see in the diagram, is a tube located just above the larynx. The soft palate can be raised during speech to block air from escaping through the nose. The hard palate, or the roof of the mouth, creates palatal sounds. The alveolar ridge is where sounds like t, d, and are made when the tongue touches the edge. The tongue is an essential articulator and can be shaped and moved into many different positions. The teeth, both upper and lower, play a role in speech production, particularly for sounds made with the tongue touching the front teeth. The lips are also crucial for speech. They can be pressed together to make bilabial sounds. Next, we are going to talk about vowels and consonants. Vowels are sounds that allow air to flow freely through the mouth, like the ah sound. Consonants such as s and d involve blocking or restricting airflow in some way. Vowels are different from consonants because they are produced without blocking airflow and usually form the core of syllables, while consonants are at the edges. One way to tell vowels and consonants apart is by looking at where they appear in words. When studying vowels, you should focus on two main factors. First is how high or low the tongue is in the mouth, and second is whether the front or back of the tongue is raised. Vowels can be stable; they are called monophthongs, or have movements in the tongue position called diphthongs. Triphthongs are even more complex, with three vowel sounds. Monophthongs use one symbol, diphthongs use two, and triphthongs use three. Monophthongs are long vowels, vowels which are indicated as long, marked by a symbol that is called length mark. Diphthongs are sounds that start with one vowel and smoothly change into another. The first part of the sound is usually longer and stronger, while the second part is shorter and quieter. Diphthongs are tricky vowel sounds in English, where you quickly glide from one vowel to another and then to a third, all without stopping.
Next, voicing and consonants. Voice sounds are produced when your vocal cords vibrate as air is pushed out of your lungs. You can feel this vibration by placing your hand on your throat while making the sound. Voiceless sounds are produced when your vocal cords don't vibrate. The air passes through your mouth more freely. Next. Voicing is a crucial distinction in the world of consonants, impacting how we perceive and produce speech sounds. It refers to the vibration of the vocal cords during the articulation of a consonant. When the vocal cords vibrate, the consonant is considered voiced, like the b in bats or the g in go. Conversely, when the vocal cords remain still, the consonant is voiceless, such as the p in pets or the k in cow. This seemingly simple difference has profound effects on the way words sound and can even distinguish meanings between words, as seen in pairs like sin and din. The concept of voicing extends beyond individual sounds, influencing the pronunciation of words and even affecting language patterns. Next, phonemes and symbols. Phonemes are the smallest units of sound in a language that can distinguish meaning between words. Symbols. In phonetics, a symbol is a written representation of a speech sound. These symbols are used to create a phonetic alphabet, which is a system for transcribing speech sounds in a consistent and unambiguous way. For example, think. The word think, the th symbol represents the th sound in think, followed by the short e vowel, the n sound as in sing, and the k sound. Next. Phonemes are not the physical sounds themselves, but rather the abstract categories of sound that our brains recognize as distinct. For example, the words zip and zip differ by only one phoneme, z and z, respectively, while the actual pronunciation of this sound might vary slightly depending on the speaker or context. The difference between s and z is what signals a change in meaning. To represent these phonemes, linguists use a system called the International Phonetic Alphabet or IPA. The IPA provides a unique symbol for each distinct sound used in any language, allowing for precise transcription and comparison of pronunciation across different languages and dialects. These symbols are enclosed in slashes like p or a to indicate that they represent phonemes rather than written letters. Next.
About fricatives and affricates. Fricatives are consonant sound produced by forcing air through a narrow channel made by placing two articulators close together. And affricates are complex consonant that begins as stops where the airflow is completely blocked and realized into a fricative. For there are several fricatives, each with distinct place of articulation. First, dental fricatives, alveolar fricatives, post-alveolar fricatives, glottal fricative, and labiodental fricatives. For example, F as in fan and V as in fan. These sounds are produced by placing the lower lip against the upper teeth. And for example, the affricates, as in chair, the sound begin with a stop the alveolar ridge. About nasal, consonant, and other consonant. Nasal are produced by allowing the airflow to pass through the nose while the mouth is blocked at some point by articulators. Other consonant apart from fricatives, affricates, and nasal consonant. There are other types of consonant in English: stops or plosive, approximants, lateral consonant.
Okay. The syllable. Syllable is a unit of phonemes with only vowel sound with or without consonant. The syllable is an important unit in phonology and plays a role in speech rhythm. A syllable has a center or nucleus, which is usually a vowel. Syllables can have an onset or consonant at the beginning and a coda or consonant at the end. Next. Okay, the first one, what we will call a minimum syllable is a single vowel in isolation. For example, R or er. And the second one, some syllables have an onset that is instead of silence, they have one or more consonants preceding the center of the syllable, bar, key, and more. Next. And then syllable may have no onset but have a coda, that is, they end with one or more consonants. M, oath, is. And the last one, some syllables have both onset and coda. Run, sit, and feel. Next. The structure of the English syllable can consist of the following combination: zero onset, simple onset, complex onset, zero coda, simple coda, and complex coda. And about syllable division, the first one, the maximal onset principle, is used to determine the boundary between two syllables. And then consonants between two syllables tend to be incorporated into the second syllable, but must adhere to English phonetic rules. And some consonants can be ambisyllabic. In example, considered part of two syllables at once. Next. Strong and weak syllables. The characteristic, if strong syllable have a stress and has a long vowel or diphthong as its center. And next. And weak. Okay, the vowel schwa, the most common vowel font in weak syllables. And this is stable, for example. Next. In the strong and weak syllable, we talk about close front and close back vowels and syllabic consonants. Next.
Okay, so these are the phonology presentation from us. Thank you for watching our video.